Here we go. So we have Shenron and Broly. So this is going to be quite great. If you guys can let me know at the volume I'm talking now, if you can hear me, that would be fantastic. Because at this volume, the players cannot hear me talking, which is great. That would be really helpful if you guys could let me know. Here we go. Great stuff. Thank you, Leroy Jenkins. Leroy Jenkins. So the power shuffling's going on. Broly and Shinron off. In my head, like, Broly does not have a good matchup here. Right, so, right. I might struggle to keep up with the life, because the mouse I'm using is pretty bad. It's not very sensitive at all, so it's really hard to move it around. But I will do my utmost best. So this is... That's Broly. And this is... Yeah, just start when you're ready, guys. Oh, that was a lot of dice rolling. Here we go. So I believe Broly's going first. Oh, I see those 2 Dragon Balls already in his hand. Oh, it's like a... I can't... Oh, it's Triple Flash. So it's Triple Flash Broly. This is going to be pretty good. Oh, you guys have got a good angle there as well, so you can see the hand, which is great. So if you guys questioned specific things you want me to talk about with the decks, if you don't know them, please ask. But the Triple Flash deck, it's pretty tasty. Got a good blowout turn. If you guys do hear me at any point, please just tell me so I shut up. Yeah. So the Broly guy mulliganed 1 card, so I'm guessing he has a pretty strong start if he's only mulliganed 1. There you go, life's nice and clear. Fantastic. Does this version of Broly has aggro tools? Yes. So the idea of this version of Broly is that if you know Triple Flash, it's a dual attack critical. Well, my buddy made a trio Flash Broly, and he was the first person around with it. Yep, it's a very strong deck. Obviously, you don't use it for its ability, because you can't use it because your leader's not red. But it's the fact it's kind of similar to Height and Mastery, but you can summon it turn 2 instead of turn 3, 4, which is crazy strong for a triple strike, especially against a deck like Shenron that has to get to like turn 3-ish to even awaken. Like first 2-3 turns for Shenron's the same thing, so it struggles quite badly against aggro. So 2 balls to start. Oh, you got another one. That's a very strong start for him. So that's basically awaken turn 2, which is great. Does he have any in his line? I think that was 2 in his life. He went through it pretty quickly, but I think it was 2.
Everybody should have or will very soon receive their approval packs. When you receive them, do yourself a favor and please tuck them away immediately to avoid any mistakes, to avoid anybody from accidentally picking them up and leaving with them. So when you receive your promo packs, just immediately...
Oh, 1-star ball, so he's playing hand control. What a great... I think this deck is absolutely incredible.
There goes. Oh, so he made the main bad move, discard early. Well, Shenron doesn't really play much negates, but I feel like tapping out turn one was kind of a mistake because I feel like right now Broly can take quite a bit of life.
No. He can look at life and deck and take them wherever he wants. Obviously, because he's playing against aggro, he doesn't want to take the ones from his life because obviously Broly's going to attack him, so there's the chance he will add them to his hand. So he will take them last. But yeah, if you read the leader, it's right here. I don't know if you guys can see it because I think the text is pretty small, but it's you can take life from deck or life.
So Planet Vegeta to get intensifying chunks. This is what I mean. The tapping out was pretty risky because now unless he has super combos, he's not going to be defending against this crit attack right now. And if he hits the Dragon Ball that's in life, that's a draw he loses. And here we go. So Broly guy is down to 6 life. Shenron's down to 7.
Yeah, there you go. Like you can.
And 2 black cards and energy back to back, so he ain't going to be able to beam to stop some of this aggro that's going for him in the next couple of turns. Yeah, see now he has to get the ones that were in the life now because they won't hit from the attacks, which is really unfortunate. Oh, it's only 1 in his life. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then plus 1 star, 5, 6, and then the last ball from deck. Unless he has it in hand already. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's missing a ball. Oh, he had it in his hand already. Okay, fair enough. They were just handed their entry packs. 1 star ball. So Broly needs to discard. Unfortunately, I don't have access to deck lists, guys. Sorry, I can't really tell you. I don't. Tournament center
Are kind of like you give what we give you, and that's it. We have 10 judges here for 255 players. And from what I remember from rules, you need 6 for one judge per 16 players. So they're quite heavily understaffed, which is really unfortunate.
yeah, the Shenron Awaken. And he's got all the balls in the drop. So he does have access to now to use the ability, which is great. You can start applying pressure, draw from the Gotenks. Nice. Oh. Is that what's the green Yamcha? This is interesting. I don't even know what that card does. Let's see if I can find it quickly. So it's in World Tournament, I believe, that Yamcha. Card database. Martial Arts Tournament. That Yamcha there, I believe he just had in his hand. I can't actually read it. Writing's too small for me. Oh, there's a Shigesh in his hand. It's really nice of him right now, especially. Oh yeah, there you go. He's got the life. Oh, plus summoning that's pretty tasty, knowing his opponent add Child's Wish to hand. He's thinking here. Yeah, combo the Gotenks, nice. Oh, Broly's down to 5. If he attacks, he's on 4. Just change it for use auto. So the auto for this lead is like it's basically as good as Shenron, right? It's +2. Like
Draw one from life, draw one from deck. Like,
it's crazy strong. Oh, super combo. Oh, he's got the triple flash in hand. This is going to be, and he's tapped out. Oh god. I feel like this might be game turn. Because he is on 6 life. Yep, there's triple flash. He's just reading it. I don't think a lot of people expected this deck. A lot of people read it and look at the auto and then get slightly confused. But it's solely used for the fact it's triple strike.
very strong. Wish I could connect to some Wi-Fi, but unfortunately I do not know.
Oof, definitely has to combo out of this or he's absolutely screwed.
Yes, it definitely sucks.
For the Shenron player, but he managed to combo out of it. I do feel like tapping out was semi a mistake for him. Doesn't that Broly only untap on its awoken side? I'm going to be a bit late here to be able to correct this if I'm correct. But I am pretty sure that Broly only untaps something on the awoken side. Unless I'm actually really bad at remembering what cards do. Let me update life. I am really far behind on life. I do apologise, guys. I'm terribly sorry. So Broly's on 3, Shenron's on 3, and Broly is on 3 also. Let's get this back up. Card database. Yellow. Leader. Filter. Yes, it's only on the awoken side. I'm going to have to point that out next time it happens. Obviously, it's a game state
That can't be changed now.
the good old Purunga. Very strong card right now.
I wish I caught that sooner, to be honest. Restand tech. It has none really, other than the Broly leader. I don't know many green cards that restand. Like this Broly leader's something of itself. I don't think there's many dual attack green cards. If that's what you're asking, sorry.
Charles Wish, nice. Someone's another Gotenks. Draw one. That Shenron's hand is absolutely insane.
So while these guys are deciding on their combo, I'm going to be delivering
Later, can anyone give me some suggestions on what I should eat? I had KFC yesterday. I do not know what I fancy today. I'm
feeling Burger King.
What do you guys reckon?
Very fish and chips. Eh,
Maybe some fish and chips. Have some scampi or something.
something that might go down well. Sorry, making Android 21 cards. Making Android 21 cards, and one of the battle cards steals a keyword skill for the duration of the turn. Oh yeah, nice. Can't go wrong with the king, yeah.
Tranquil's right. Definitely probably Burger King. Oh, lightning fast hit. What a card. This is definitely gonna. So yeah, as you guys can see, next to the Shenron, there's two of that Yamcha that I have on the screen.
Is your fast food bad like America's or better?
I don't know really. Like you Americans
Definitely are um, the Americans, sorry, are definitely go hard, go home kind of people. I've never been to America, but some of the stuff I've seen on the internet on the size of some of your burgers and what your extra large is, like Jesus Christ. You guys definitely know how to make a burger. Thankfully for me, I've quite a good metabolism, so I can destroy a lot of fast food and not gain weight. What happened to his hands? The brolly person on the right, Leroy, he played for seeing hit. For seeing hit lets you look at your opponent's hand and pick two battle cards and walk them until the end of their next turn. So the Shenron player has now lost those two Majesty Shenrons until the end of his next turn.
lightning fast hit is pretty devastating when you're trying to defend down, especially when you're on free life and game is staring at you. The power burst. Oh, no. Oh, he had two power bursts in hand, right? I'm pretty sure when we saw his hand, he had two.
He still has the restand with the Broly Leader. And the Broly Leader, remember, can restand anything.
Well, what just happened? How did he attack with the? For seeing here, I went looking at the screen for 2 seconds and I missed what happened. Why did he use the power burst? No, I missed it.
So he ended.
Right, so now he has one green, one blue, two blacks, and two Gotenks inactive. Probably guy has 3 cards in hand with 3 life. So if he has a world piece in his hand, he might be able to win this turn.
If oh, have you guys seen some of the new stuff from the new set? The whole vanilla deck archetype. The skillless deck seems really interesting, especially the one drop Android 8. That card is a very strong one drop card. I haven't got any of the cards on my database to show you guys on stream, unfortunately. But if you go on to deck I use, the website I use quite a lot is DBS decks, and go to the new set Android 8 if it's on there. I think it's on there, or just go to the official Dragon Ball site. Android 8, very strong one drop.
Right, so someone Krinoa. Oh, unfortunately got that quite late, which is. But I guess if he's trying to go for game now, he knows he's not getting Shigesh, which is good news for him. I think the Broly guy has 2 cards in hand, 2 or 3. I can't quite make it out. Shenron's on 2 life. I am sorry, guys. As I said, I am not great at this. I am new to this. Please show me mercy and go easy on me. I am not no Dusty O'Brien, but I will do my best. Oh, Super 17. Well, please. Oh, this is game over, man. Discard 2. 17. No combos. Game 1 to Shenron. How do I do this? Okay, I don't know how to add the 1-0 Shenron thing on here. I was shown before, but I don't know how to. So the side decking has begun. Let me reset these numbers. So yeah, I feel like
The Shenron is 100% right now siding in for Shigesh with not Shigesh, my bad, Cronoa. 100% 4 of those are going in. And I didn't see him play objection. He's fanning for his deck right now. Ooh, I don't like the Haru Haru. The only problem here with siding in the Haru Haru, if he goes to summon it and the Broly guy bloodlusts him, that's free energy gone. And then Broly's going to try and win that turn. That's the only reason I don't agree with the Haru Haru. But definitely for Cronoa, with a Toki Toki maybe, is going to be very helpful against this matchup. But the Broly player, I don't really know the deck that well to what he sides in. But I feel like you definitely take out the explosives because you know your opponent's putting in 4 Cronoa. But you leave in the Shigesh because it's still free 10k combo, which is still strong. Free combo, 10k, crazy. Yeah, I'll let you see the 4 Whis coercions there. Oh, boys, I need a drink. Boys and girls, sorry.
quite happy none of my friends have got up and walked over me crying that they've lost. We are
20 minutes or 22 minutes into round 1, which is great. So we started 20 minutes late. We were meant to finish at 9, but I do reckon we'll finish at about 11 p.m, which is long. I've got to sit here for a long time. Hopefully I will have some friends over with me eventually. Don't want my friends to scrub out, but if they do, I would appreciate it, and I would have a person here to help me chat away so I can go get a coffee. If you go on YouTube, there's a Wife Hates Games, or My Wife Hates My Games, or something like that. It's my good friend Seachin, that's his channel. He does a YouTube meta report for the UK every week. He does deck lists. Very helpful channel, lets you know what's going on in the country. Also, if you could drop a follow, that would be great. And there's also donations, would be really appreciated. We've came up here, paid for everything ourselves. We paid for the train, the hotels, just to get here and do this event. So anything is appreciated, but above all else, please follow the channel to help us grow, get the community going for DBS in the UK, in Europe in general, to be honest, will be absolutely incredible. I love this game. This game's amazing. Being able to summon, I use Dragon Balls and
summon 17s and use Vegeta. What more fun could you ask for? But yeah, here we go. Game 2's begun.
I didn't see it.
I just spoke to the judge about the incident that happened, and he's told me if I see something to just raise my hand and get his attention for any future games. So if I miss something and you guys see it, please shout, not shout, type John in the chat or London Players Guild. My name's John, don't know if I said that, and I will look it up. Why is no one talking to me anymore? Doesn't nobody like me? I'm so lonely. Wish I had some music or some food or something. Yeah, we are in Manchester, England for this, in a little town inside Manchester called Salford. Not that far from Manchester United Stadium, but on the opposite side of Manchester to Manchester City. Very famous place, Salford. I am from London. I'm from the East End of London, to be exact. It's a lovely place to live. Here we are. Just noticed the game started. My bad, guys. So I think that was no Dragon Balls in life, which is fantastic news for the Shenron player. See, this is where I'm not sure again about the one-star ball this early and tapping out. But he's the one playing, not me. He must know what he's doing to a degree. But I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I definitely disagree with the one-star this early. Pardon me. So he's got 2 red. No, it's a bad ring. There's a red and a yellow. So we've got the Bloodlust in his hand, which isn't really that helpful against Shenron really early. But he sees the horror in the drop nice and early. Oh, Broly's down to 7. I did not notice he attacked. Yeah, with 2 mana, not a strong opening hand. So just out of curiosity, what is everyone's favourite leader right now or in general, like ever? Favourite leader you played? Favourite leader you love to smash? Let's get this lovely chappy on the screen, Mr. Broly. Oh, God, I'm coughing. I think I'm dying. Oh, is he actually going to charge the Planet Vegeta? Yeah, he did. Oh, he's got no Shigesh though, so there's no way to cheat out the 5 drop. His opponent has played Pinota yet, so. Janibar, Shenron. Oh, what a coincidence. We also have a soft spot for the Super Saiyan God SS. Oh, Soul Striker. Yes, definitely Soul Striker was one of my favourites, but it would get absolutely dumpstered right now because of Bogus. Obviously, like your leader's just like dead. So I think that's 5 life. Broly's on now. But yeah, I do agree. My favourite ever leader was Mecha Freezer. Very lead, a leader that makes a lot of people unhappy Mecha, but I really enjoyed playing that deck so much. I loved being able to go like Manaka for free, draw a bunch of cards, go 2 objections, 3 objections, and have like 5 energy my turn 2. My opponent has 1 energy. It was just so much fun to play. Dropping a Go Tanks and then swinging at them with it. It's fantastic. After round 1, I'm going to need to go get a drink. It's 30 minutes left of the round, so time's going. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. Oh, he's loading him up on pint sizes. All bosses are playing versus definitely it's such a struggle because your leader becomes useless. But there's trying to think words have left my head. I can't think of words. But Soul Striker in general, if you can get a good deck going for it, it's actually really strong for what it can do, especially once you're awakened. Like it's literally having an untapped 2 leader that draws 2 cards as well. So every time you attack, untap 2, awaken, draw 2, like attack, like so strong, Soul Striker. Like when you go back to thinking about some of the set 1, set 2 leaders, you think to yourself, if these leaders were at top tier right now, it'd be crazy. It's like Mecha Freezer. If Mecha Freezer was in the game right now, like it'd be absolutely incredible. Some of the things it could play, like it'd be crazy. Like some of these new sparkling negates, like Mecha could just play them for free, like turn 1, without having to have in the necessary cards in the drop by taking a life. What do you think the impact of the new mercenary will be against hand control? Mercenary, isn't that the TN? It's TN, isn't it, from the new pack? The TN that if you make your opponent discard, you have to walk 2 or 3 or something. I believe it's a TN, is it not? I may be wrong. Let me see if I can find this new set on Destroyer Kings. I believe it's green. Rarity, cost, color. Where's color? Color. Green. There we go. Green filter. I haven't got the database for the new cards on the laptop, so I'm having to go on DBS decks. But I believe it's TN. By the time I looked at the chat, you'll probably all have corrected me. Oh, it's not green. I swear it was green. I can't find the card on DBS decks unless they haven't added it themselves quite yet. And if you guys know what it is, please let me know, because this is going to kill me now. But you may be right, maybe Mercenary Towel. Missing a lot right now. Fine. Shenron's on 7. So I should pay more attention to the game. Sorry, guys. Yes, that is TN. Yeah, it is. But yeah, definitely crazy. Like, make your opponent discard a card. You have to warp 2 or 3 cards, whatever it's like. Like hand control definitely dies when that card comes out. Because like cards like Infernal Machine probably won't get used anymore. Because it's too risky, like being able to base your deck around destroying someone's hand, and then they just have this TN. Oh yeah, it is black. You are correct. You are correct. It was just coming back to me just then. 4-drop black, I believe. But yeah, definitely kills hand control like instantly. You won't be able to do nothing, and I think it's a 4-drop as well. So you can't even use like the Family of Justice Goten to remove it. But I believe it's 20k power, so hand control could use that the new freezer rare, the one that kills a 20k or less power and has barrier. First for blows or something, I think it's called. I've actually got it next to me. I've got the deck. I think it's called First for Blows. So Shenron can just Storm of Blows. Shenron can just charge wish it and remove the TN. Like, it has got a ways around it, but then it forces you to build hand control to avoid that card. But Gogeta hand control will Gogeta hand control. Just Gogeta itself will probably stay around because it just has one game plan. It doesn't want to discard your hearts. It doesn't want to necessarily destroy battle cards. It literally just wants to summon Gogeta and win the game. Like, it's like a chain attack into the free drop. Awakens. Untaps 2. One. What's he thinking? The yellow? Does he want to untap a yellow? If he untaps a yellow, then he's not quite sure on his play, basically. That's what he's saying, doing that. Not showing a lot of confidence. Oh, but yeah, Shenron is on 8 life, so maybe the yellow was necessary. Shit, body to rest Kami, nice. So my friends a couple weeks ago, about two or so weeks ago now, when the Broly leader was announced, they started doing looking into Broly maidens, and then I saw, I think it was about a week ago now, an American player called Danny Hype played the deck as well, did really well with it, but I think he did play 4 Shigesh, which I really disagree on. I feel like playing 4 Shigesh, you're losing too much once you get Chronoed. Having a 2-2 split, or just not playing Shigesh at all, don't play explosive, and just play other ways to remove cards, is just, in my opinion, the better way to play the deck. Yeah, talking of American players, I do hope Dragon Ball Super gets a World Championship within this year or next. It would be absolutely incredible, especially to meet some of the famous American players like Marcel Russell, Peter Catani, Danny Hype, I think it's Jonathan Rodriguez, etc. Some of these really good players that consistently top, especially Marcel Russell. Like, that guy, he's always consistently top and definitely does very well for himself in the card game. Pardon me. See, this is where in a tournament, hesitation is not a very good sign, especially when you're playing against someone who's very calm, like this Shenron plays. He's not fiddling with his hand too much. He's sitting there pretty calm. But the Broly guy, he turned his leader, said he was attacking, and then halfway through declaring the attack, he was very hesitant on what he's doing, what he's actually attacking. That's not a very good mental state you want yourself to be on when you're attacking. You want to sit there like your opponent's not going to get upset as long as you're doing something. You need to think your moves through, fully decide what you want to commit to, instead of attacking and then going, oh, yeah, I attack this. Like, there's very indecisiveness. Your opponent's very confident. Did you win? Nice. What did you play against? My friend Anthony's piloting a mill today, and he just played against the new baby deck. I can't remember who it was in the chat earlier who asked, but there is one here. He did beat it with Janiba Mill, but that's probably one of its worst matchups. I don't know their names, I won't give you the list. I'll just put their list. But yeah, if you guys please let me know. If you feel like talking to me, I can understand I might not be very likable, but I can ask the winner for an interview, and then if you want, I can ask him your questions. As long as, like I said earlier, not toxic questions though. I'm not going to be mean for no reason. But I will critique if you guys have a question for me. Let me know now, and I'll try and remember your questions. I do have paper here. A judge brought me paper, and I asked for a pen, and I still haven't got the pen. And I asked about 2 hours ago. So probably I need to remind them. So there's that Yamcha again. Like he didn't use it at all game 1, and he's charging it game 2. I feel like that could have been sided out for something he may have found more useful, like maybe 3rd and 4th power burst or 3rd and 4th weak coercion. Would have been probably better than having a card that you're just going to charge for green. I haven't even seen him play like a Chi Lai or nothing like that, so I'm not sure. I need to actually read that Champa. No, Champa. Yamcha. Why do I keep saying Champa? Sorry, guys. The Yamcha, I need to actually read it. Ooh, 1-star ball. How many cards? Oh, the opponent has way too many cards. Maybe 1-star's not useful right now. Oh, we're still going to go for 1. The opponent has quite a lot of cards in hand. And then again, you're tapping out. He's got triple flat. Oh, tapping? Chance of Wish? Preface? Oh, Cold Bloodlust. Oh, he has to Cold Bloodlust to charge Wish. That's kind of how it works, right? He's like missed the timing now, surely. He's missed the timing. Surely he's missed timing. Yep. He's missed timing. He has to Bloodlust the Child's Wish. That's what the judge is saying to them right now. He has to Bloodlust because Child's Wish chooses. So when he plays Child's Wish, that's when he has to Bloodlust the Child's Wish, because then his opponent can pick a different target. So this is what the judge is telling them right now. He's explaining if you guys don't know, there is 2 counter windows. So there's the counter window on reveal. So you say, I'm playing this card. That's when you Bloodlust. But there's also when the card hits the field, you can also Bloodlust. But if you do the one where the card's already hit the field, the auto will resolve. I don't know if you guys ever knew about that, but that is... So the judge has ruled it. I'm not sure how I feel about the way the judge just ruled it, because the guy played Child's Wish, did not give his opponent a chance to respond to the activation of Child's Wish. He just used it, went into his grok, grabbed the Haru Haru. So he wasn't actually given a chance to play it. Which is a bit unfortunate, but that's the way it is, I guess. So that's probably game over now, to be honest. One unfortunate ruling. Obviously the judge is completely correct on how he just ruled it. 100% correct the way he ruled it. Just I feel like the player on the left did play the Child's Wish a bit too quickly. No, it's not, I believe, because when you do Ultra Instinct Goku, for example, because there's 2 counter windows to playing any battle card. So if you go to EX Evolve, you reveal in hand, so UI Goku, for example. So if he goes to summon UI Goku, you Bloodlust on the reveal of it. If he then bad lanes, when it hits the board, you can Bloodlust it again. But the auto of bouncing everything would resolve. But UI's auto of when it attacks you can't combo, you can combo. So that's the benefit to the two counter windows. For example, you can bloodlust something, and then when it hits the board, you can crush a board. Pretty sure that's how it goes, because you have to reveal the battle card before you play it. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure. I can ask a judge to confirm if they have the little rolling sheet thing in front of them, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. If there's a judge in here who could chime in on the conversation, that would be helpful. An official judge, not made by judge by your locals. I like the Dodoria. He sided that in, I believe. Pardon me.
Just what happened with you played Child Wish and immediately get to her high on the field.
That's what I was saying on the stream. I feel like it should have been Charge Wish. Your opponent gets a chance to respond.
That's what I said. You need to announce what you play.
Yeah.
If you play an extra card, you play a Child Wish, then you get the winner for the cover.
Yes. Because if he bloodlusts the Charge Wish, he then has a chance to target.
Yeah. Now because he's not late, I said I didn't turn back anything because it's way too late now.
Yeah.
And I gave him the code.
Yeah. Because he paid
the next.
I agree. Yes, there is need for two windows, as I just explained, because of the whole Bagri laser. The reason you don't have two timing windows in other cases, there's no chance to blind play stuff like Cold Bloodlust is the card before you get a window. No, there is. It's the example I just used. So when someone reveals something to play it, you can Bloodlust it and they can badly. But when it lands on the board, you can also Bloodlust it again to negate any autos that happen when it attacks. Like UI Goku, for example, where you can't combo. I think that's UI Goku's permanent, or something like that. You can get rid of that. I'm trying to think of other examples. Like when something has crit, if like Horror Horror, for example, if you do, there's no reason not to, but if you don't bloodlust it on reveal, but you bloodlust it when it hits the board, like in this situation, for example, it removes the crit, but they still untap the energy. Well, life hasn't changed for a while. Did you win? The youngest person of our group is called Luke, London Players Guild player, young man trying to get into the game. I think he's 19, 20. He just won his first game XO. He is playing Pan. So that I can't remember who it was in the chat who said they wanted some Pan, but he is playing Pan. He is XO. He won his first game. Well, of course, it's XO's round 1. He won his first game 2-0. Good on him. My friend Anthony won his game 2-0. I'm just waiting for a few other people to come and announce if they've done well. I can ask a judge. I can ask a judge to confirm. I'll do it later though. When they have the sheet in their hand again, I'll ask. And then... He's trying to go a bit hard, I guess. The other guy's got, what, 3 in hand with a Bloodlust. All it takes to hit. His mouth is awful. 3 life. Is he paying hard? Oh, he's hard casting the world piece. Outcast. Ability. Wait, doesn't he have Bloodlust in hand? Why didn't he Bloodlust the world piece? What? Oh, he didn't. Why didn't he Bloodlust world piece? It must have been nerves or after the last incident with it, I guess.
don't quite know. Triple attack to Vegeta. Triple attack, triple strike. Oh, I see why he didn't Bloodlust. He has time magic in hand, but he's only got one yellow energy. What a smart play! Smart, smart, smart. No. If you see, I just noticed. If you didn't see his hand, he had time magic. So now the Vegeta is stuck in rest mode for a whole turn. I did not see his time magic in his hand. I thought they were just bloodlusts because he had his hand quite close together.
Playing really slow, like taking more than 1 minute, more than 30 seconds. Yeah. Do action, just raise your hands up and come. Take a look.
We're having a little debate in the chat about the counter window timings. So when someone does something like EX Evolve, for example,
He needs to announce that he's going to EX.
Yeah, so if he says I'm EX Evolving, you can Bloodlust for the first window.
Yeah.
So then if he bad relays this, when it lands, I can then Bloodlust it again.
Yeah, but then the auto still.
Yeah, but then the whole bit when it attacks, I can now combo because that's negated. Because I Bloodlusted it the second time.
Yeah, that's one different rule. I will say that because you get another window, you cannot play another counter to call bloodless. But the auto still goes up.
Yeah, so the bounce into everything to hand still goes up, but then I can Bloodlust it again. So if it attacks, I can now combo.
Yeah. If it's an auto instinct, then
Yes, yeah.
because it negates the skill afterwards.
Yeah.
He sent blank, and then you can do whatever.
Yeah, cool. There you go. ZZ 1000 ZZ. That was from the judge. So, Broly plays. That's not nice. I'm not reading that one too loud. That was me, Miss Crider01. Raiden the Swift. Is it just me, or are the commentators really silent? Look, I don't want to speak too loud because I'm about 2 foot away from their table. I do apologise. I can the mic sensitivities to the maximum. Just if I talk any louder, the players will hear me, and then I would have to only talk about things that are public knowledge. So I won't be able to discuss what's in his hand, what's a potential play. But if I'm talking quite quietly, I will try and talk a bit louder for you. But I really don't want to interfere with the gameplay. Right? London Players Guild, or Players Guild, I think it is. If you go on Facebook, and just type London Players Guild. Yep, you scroll down. There you go. Just nice click. Give us a follow as well. You'll be able to hear me do some random. You'll be able to hear me do some randoming.
No, that's what it's just for the lads back home, like that's what they're looking for, like.
Oh, okay. Pardon me. You can hear me a bit better now. Did you turn up the volume, or am I speaking a bit loud? I'm trying not to talk too loud because, like I said, I really don't want to say, oh, he's got this, and then the other guy's like, oh, nani. Talking about saying the word nani. what is your favourite scene in Dragon Ball Super? Like favourite, like 15 seconds or something like that. My personal favourite was Zamasu's power up in Subbed, where he screamed Son Goku and his arm transformed and things like that. I thought that scene was absolutely incredible. It was so well animated, so good. And if you haven't got very sensitive ears, I would recommend going to watch the ear rape version on YouTube, where the amps really like turn up and the bass is going. Really makes your eardrums wiggle. Pardon me. So here comes another Apple cost. Uses ability. It's another time magic, does he not, I believe? Yes, he does. So he can't win now, right? Unless he tries to out-combo him with Ghidorah and Kami. Quite disappointed in DBZ. I'll probably go through Super Saiyan for the first time. The whole Namekian arc itself, but Goku turning Super Saiyan for the first time was incredible. Yeah, there you go. Crider. I 100% agree. Oh, and if that's you agreeing with me or saying yourself, but yes, definitely. Goku turning Super Saiyan 1, absolutely incredible scene. Considering that I'm 30 this year, and I watched that when I was in secondary school, so that was 16, 17 years ago. I remember watching that on Cartoon Network, I think it was. Oh, Gohan Super Saiyan 2 was pretty good, but it didn't have the same dramatic effect as like Goku Super Saiyan 1. Like Gohan cried and screamed because an android's head got crushed. Like, but Goku screamed because his best friend just got blown to smithereens. That's really good. Yes. No, is it blue? Two blues at all cost?
Yeah, he has two blues. He had the Gotenks and the Atl Cost in, and then he untapped the Atl Cost, right? Or did I miss-see that as well? No, it's two blues at all costs. It's two blues.
I'm pretty sure. Let me check. I've got one in my inbox as well. God, come on, 16. Oh, I feel young. Wish I could be 16 again. Yeah, at all costs, it's two blues. Oh, they're both from one life. My bad, guys. I do apologise again for not keeping up with the life. Pardon me. It does look like, though, I'm not sure if I said this already, but unfortunately the first game looks like it's going to end in a draw. I probably won't go for interviews if it's a draw, because I don't really know what to talk about in, in the case of a draw. I don't think it is going to be a draw, though, because his first at all cost now untaps, and then he'll have the at all cost, Horo Horo and Deborah, and the guys on one life, so he has to win this turn. The Shenron guy does have quite a chunky handle, tapping 4, chain attack. Attack leader, game, set and match, I feel like, that's 2-0. So if you guys would like me to interview the Shenron guy, any questions for me?